U.S. Soccer Postgame Show is presented by CVS Health.
Welcome back to Nashville. She Believes Cup kicked off this afternoon with Canada and Colombia. Canada won that game, the 3-1. The United States, actually, they won it 4-1. I'm looking at the points and the wins there. They won it 4-1. So Canada on top. The United States now just took down Argentina, and then they'll swap. And now the United States gets Canada on Wednesday, and Argentina and Colombia will also meet on Wednesday. Everybody goes to Columbus. Let's keep it simple there. Back here in Nashville, we are joined by the captain, Lindsay Heaps, the only 30-year-old in the starting lineup. However, hey, I said this earlier, Lindsay, age is nothing but a number. You goal and assist.
Thank you.
I mean, what a game. Show those young kids.
Yeah, you're aging me, though. I don't start with that.
I know, I'm sorry. Well, hey, we need to get more 30-year-olds in the lineup here. Your goal in particular to get this thing started, you're just waiting at the top of the box there. Clean shot. How did that one feel?
Yeah, it was amazing, but I think more importantly, we talked about our primary assist zones, decision-making in the final third, the cutback cross. I don't know if it was actually meant for me, but it falls to me. But I think we were looking for the better option, not just taking a shot with a bad angle. I think that's the most important thing. And then when you get opportunities like that, how can you capitalize them?
The assist was sick here to Jaden, who just rocketed that one past there. Little back heel.
Thank you. But Jaden, what a great shot. That's her bread and butter.
You talked a little bit about, obviously, the things you wanted to focus on, the things you guys did well. What are some of the other aspects maybe that didn't quite pan out tonight that you want to make sure you're doing against Canada?
Yeah, listen, these type of games are really hard. You have an aggressive team like Argentina that makes it very, very difficult. You're back to goal, or they're coming in hard, man for man. The amount of pressure they put on us, they made it very, very difficult where we had trouble finding solutions. And I think in a game like that, it's speeding up the tempo. It's, when a foul happens, the ball goes out of play. Can you get the ball, get it back into play quickly and try to catch them off? Because when we're trying to build and we're trying to create, it's a little bit more difficult, and it's hard to find a solution. So I think when you look towards Canada, you want to kind of scrap this kind of game, because we know in a tournament it's about winning. We just got the 2-0 win. Maybe it's not the prettiest, but now we got to go face Canada, and it's a different kind of game that we have to solve.
So you're the vet on the field, and Liv Moultrie in her post-game interview said that after she got in that little bit of a skirmish, that you were the one that was like, Liv, are we okay? Which also, how times have changed. I feel like it was not that long ago when some of the veteran players had to stop you from getting into those skirmishes. But how have you seen your leadership kind of evolve when you're surrounded by a lot of these younger, inexperienced players?
I mean, yeah, listen, I got to learn from the best. And it's funny in that kind of moment. It's like the game is getting heated, and that's something that I used to fall into, where my emotional control was not great. But I'm the one that needs to have it and be a role model for those young ones. And also, I like it. I like the kind of attitude that she has. And you want to go win, and you don't like when someone's hitting a teammate or hitting you. I get it, but in those type of games, we got to stay calm and try to get the ball moving again. And also, that's my job. And again, it wasn't the prettiest, but we got the job done.
Can we turn the page to NWSL and you coming to Denver? That video of you surprising your parents brought me to tears as well as them, I know. But I also saw you with your video saying goodbye to Lyon and how hard it's going to be. You've spent many years in France playing professionally. What was the biggest part of this decision to come back home?
It's the right timing. I think I've spent over half of my career playing in France, including PSG. I had a lot of time there, and I've learned so much. But I just felt like with it being Denver, that wasn't everything, but the project, the coaching staff, Nick being there, and being home and being able to play closer to my husband, and being able to see my parents in the crowd every game. I mean, it's not everything, but man, that's going to be so sweet. And they've done so much for me in my career and traveling around and watching me play. And now I said it in my interview, they drive 20 minutes to come watch me play. that's something like I can give back to them, and I still think like I can challenge my game in a different way coming back to the NWSL, because it is the most competitive league in the world, and I can easily say that. And so I think it's gonna challenge me in a different way. And listen, I want to go make another World Cup team, and I want to go qualify for that World Cup, and I think this challenge for me and NWSL is going to help me do that.
If you haven't seen the video that Julie was talking about where Lindsay surprises her parents and pulls off basically this cape that has this Denver, if you watch that video and you don't cry, something is wrong with you. So I challenge you to go watch that video. It's on Denver's Instagram page, at least one of the places you can find. It was so good. Everyone got teary-eyed. And it wasn't even our parents. You know, like we were so happy for you. Congratulations. What a game. What a way to kick this tournament off. And we will see you in a couple of days in Columbus.
Yeah, cold.
We got lucky here in Nashville.
Yeah.
We're keeping fingers crossed that the weather's going to change in Columbus. Lindsay Heaps, the captain, getting things going. Naomi Girma signing autographs as the United States is celebrating a 2-0 victory over Argentina to get the She Believes Cup started. Welcome back to the CBS Health post-game show. We are all on the move, and by we, I mean everybody at the desk. All of the teams you see right there. The She Believes Cup moves to Columbus, where they will play on Wednesday. Colombia against Argentina, and then the United States at 6 Eastern takes on a Canada squad that really made some quick work over Colombia today. 4-1 victory for Canada to get this thing going. We hope we are seeing Trinity Rodman in action. Obviously, she walked off the field on her own accord tonight, but clearly that is a story we will be watching very closely and send our best wishes to Trinity. Fadi, when you see what Canada did earlier this afternoon, what kind of message does that send to the United States?
It's like, listen, we had 5 losses at the end of 2025. Canada is saying this, I'm sure. Vanessa Gilles sat at the end of the table saying this. But look out. We're restarting. We're refreshed. We're coming back. And I think, as she said, they knew that 3-0 loss to the U.S. in the summertime was something that they can do better. So this is game on. This is going to be a great game.
Wait, the funniest thing Vanessa Gilles said when she was sitting here is she goes, you guys know what it's like to lose 5 games in a row. And then she goes, yeah, no, you guys don't. Which I thought was really funny when she looked up at you guys. We will all reconvene in Columbus. Beautiful Columbus is. Lindsay Heaps mentioned it's going to be beautiful out. Sunny, warm, Becky Sauerbrunn. Let's go. Tank tops, flip-flops. We're on our way to Columbus. What a night in Nashville.
Cowboy
2
Nets.
great games. Lindsay Heaps putting the Americans on the board and in the win column as the United States takes down Argentina 2-0. We will see everyone in Columbus on Wednesday.